You might know him, P Diddy, the rapper. He had a big lawsuit that he settled out with Cassie, and
Yeah.
then another one, he have another lawsuit with a producer. So I was asking because now the FBI and Homeland Security raided his homes, and I was just curious if the lawsuits open up a leeway for prosecutors to come after him.
Traditionally, as a civil litigator, we like to have the criminal aspect take part first. The
Mm,
investigation, the government resources, the human power to conduct the investigation into the criminal acts, and then pursue civil action because it allows the client to benefit from the government's resources. And the standard is different. In criminal matters, in order to be found guilty, criminally liable, the burden of proof is beyond a reasonable doubt, a
mhm.
very high standard. Whereas the civil standard is by a preponderance of the evidence. More likely than not, it is a much lower standard. So that is why at times you can find people innocent of a crime, but yet liable in a civil suit. Now, vice versa, in terms of the civil suit proceeding first and then subsequently settling and being resolved outside of a jury trial, outside of the civil system. It
Mhm.
was resolved by the parties via a settlement, a confidential settlement. The only way that the government can benefit from that action is if the parties, the plaintiff, cooperates. They are
Okay.
essentially a cooperating witness. And at times, the plaintiff's attorney can also cooperate with authorities and share the knowledge, the information, the evidence that they have with the authorities in order to investigate or even prosecute a crime. That is what is essentially happening with P. Diddy. The civil plaintiffs are most likely cooperating with authorities and providing what they know and what they have and what evidence they have obtained and preserved.
Mhm.
And based on that information, the authorities are conducting their criminal investigation raids.
If the FBI raided the homes, they have to get a judge to sign off on a warrant, right? To raid the
That
homes?
that is true. A judge signed off on that warrant in order to conduct that raid and seizure of evidence. And the warrant has to be specific as to what they're looking for. And the judge has to sign off on it. There are barriers in place in order to preserve an individual's liberties, legal rights from invasions. And the process is to present the information, the evidence that you have in front of a judge to get approval to conduct such an invasion.
Yes. Understood.
More will be revealed. Interesting set of facts and what is happening.
Yeah, I was like, let me
Well,
ask my attorney.
we shall see.
I was wondering because I'm like, the FBI is not going to raid your home unless they have something serious on you.
Yeah, they the walls are closing in on Diddy.
Because that's a lot of money I think the setup, right? To get the judge to sign off and everything.
Yes, absolutely. It's a lot of manpower. They went in there with the troops in 3 different locations. It
It's
is a lot
scary.
of resources. There is the presumption of innocence until proven guilty. And the government must bear the burden to prove beyond a reasonable doubt. A very high burden. More will be revealed.